So today I will talk about my secrets of agency growth. Currently, we are 29 people. In the meetup, there stand, I think, 22 employees. Currently, we are 29 employees. The most of them are full-time equivalent. And yes, I have a comprehension why I am thinking we are growing, and maybe there is something helpful for you. I'm very open-minded for questions. So use the chat or however you can interact with me, do it. And we can discuss ideas, or you can ask me any question. I'm very open-minded to tell everything I know. So today, I already mentioned it, we are 29 people. We started at 2011. I started the company. Originally, we were some IT consultant. And at 2014, we started with web development and search engine optimization. This was the main topics for us. And at 2017, with a team of 3 people, we decided to stop the IT consultants and to start only as an agency. And yeah, so I needed 10 years that I'm growing fast. So it was not easy, and yeah, it is hard work. And yeah. The first question is very, very important. You have to be clear that you want to grow. Only growing is not the solution for everything. So I'm sure that if my company is would be a little bit smaller, I would have more money in my pocket, or less stress, or something like this. But I want this growth, and because I focus it, I'm pointing in this direction, or my company is growing like it's growing. And I think one of our secrets, one of the facts is we are very specialized. It's wrong, but we are not the online or digital agency that they are doing everything. We do only the Google world, so search engine optimization and Google Ads, and in the web development. And here we do Shopify, WordPress, and Joomla. They are the 3 systems. So I have 3 teams who are able to implement or to do the projects. And to all other ideas, we say no. And also in the future, we will not start, for example, with social media marketing or email marketing, or we do not do some IT consultancy for email migrations, or my graphic designers are only doing web design, no logo, no corporate design, nothing. So because of this fact, over the time, we're getting better and better. But the most of you maybe have a specialization. In our case, we were searching for a USP, and for us, the USP is that we are able to handle projects currently in over 9 languages. So every language you see on the screenshot, I have a native in my team. And I already have customers where we do some online marketing or Google optimization or Google Ads, or we have some websites where we have multi-language, not only the implementation, also the translation, but also we can consult how a guy in Italy, in Rome, is different to in another city. I always explain the example, there's not one Austrian guy, because in Innsbruck, the people, and in Vienna, they are very different. Also in Graz, or in the city, or in the land, also not in a big city. There are different mindsets and different problems, and only Deutsch or German would not help to make good marketing in Deutschland, in Germany, in Austria, or in Switzerland. So we have natives, they know the lands, and we can consult our customers very well. The second thing is we have a very clear vision. This vision was not on day one on my desk, and it grew, or it came over. I don't know when it happens, but since the last 3 or 4 years, we have a vision. The vision is we want to have offices in 73 countries. So this USP of multi-language and natives and offices in countries is a USP. Not many agency I know are going this way, and so we have So a CEO explained me that he saw us. We are the, I'm not sure if I could say it in English, but we are the international agency, or for companies who want to go international. We are the right agency for the small and middle size companies. And yeah, that's our vision. And I think it's good to have it clear where you want to go, because you will get the right customers and employees. So in my journey, I lost employees because the vision was not clear. And for them, this vision was not matching their life goals. And so they went over time. And it would be better that I have this vision and have the right employees from day one. But yeah, everything is a journey. The second thing is we developed it, I think, 4 years ago. We developed our company values, and every year we change them or we reflect them. Are there good enough to stay? And currently, there are our company values, and they are very active or very present in our daily routines. So, for example, we have that always think in the always think, what is the translation? Kundennutzen, I want to say. So always act in the value for the customer or in the advantage for the customer. Solange es die Wirtschaftlichkeit erlaubt, that's the Nebensatz. So that's the only rule. And so my employees are able to make decisions, and if they are acting in this area of these values, every decision will be always correct and right. They are very important, not only for the owner of the company, also for every employee. Yeah, then the other case, we have 3 very good channels to get customers, automatic. We started with our own website a long time ago with our search engine optimization. We have around about 15,000 to 50,000 visitors per month over Google on our website. It depends. We have some money keywords. They are bringing us automatically some leads. But we also have a very good and nice personal network. We are also in a network. It's called BNI. Ernst Michalek and I am in the same group. And thanks to Ernst Michalek, because of Ernst Michalek, I came in contact with Martin, and we had nice speaks. And the third channel is we have a kind of partner network. So other agencies are coming to us because we are very good in our topics. And also today, another SEO agency contacted us to help them with a French-speaking customer. And yeah, that's our specialization, and our USB helps us a lot also in our partner network to get some contracts or customers. Yeah, this is a very big point for me, or in our company. So this continuous improvement. So we are always testing some new methods or some tests. And after 2 or 4 weeks, we decided, are they allowed to stay, the new rule, the new process or whatever, or should we kill it? And every idea, so everybody can test something, and it's always allowed to kill it. So for example, we have a very interesting test. I don't know who many people here have some employees, but our current test is that any employee of eTerps may order at company expenses or costs without asking or clearance. Also, it's a very interesting test. So no limits. Everybody can order whatever he wants or she wants. And yeah, it works very well. Yeah. So there are my opinion for our secrets or why we are growing. And I love to read. I read very much over the years, and there are 4 of my most likely books. First one, it's only in German. I'm sorry. There's not an English version. It's Der Bienenhirte. It's very good, the comparison between sheep and bees. And yeah, very nice. Then the Netflix No Rules. In this book, they explain their secret for growth. Then Decoding Greatness. It's about measurement of goals and all of that. And the book over for the company, I think I also didn't find something in English, but it's Reinhold Wirth. And in this book, he shows the numbers, how they are able to grow over, I don't know, 30 or 50 years. And it's very inspiring. This for all 4 books, but this Wirth book is very interesting and inspiring. So that was my point. I'm here for questions. If not, everything is okay. And I would be happy if you look at our YouTube channel, Instagram or podcast. We have all of them, or you can contact me in a normal way. And yeah, if you have some questions, I'm here for you.
Thank you, Sebastian. Very interesting. Before the chat explodes and there are plenty of questions, I guess, I have one.
Yes.
Or let's take Siemens first. How long does it take for you to deliver a WordPress site with about 5 pages?
Oh, a never-ending topic. It depends. So we are able in 5 days, but normally we have a small process and a big process. It depends if the web designer is or yeah. Normally we need around about, I would think around about 6 to 7 weeks.
Cool. And there's another question. Do you have a minimum project size?
Yes.
Project size you're willing to accept?
5,000 euros for any kind of website or web shop. Mm-hmm. In Shopify, there's a different. So Shopify started a little lower. And also if someone needs help So our minimum are 500 euros, is around about 4 hours to work. That's the minimum. So for half hour, I don't work for, or we don't work for people. And in the marketing, we started up to 1,000 euro per month. That's the minimum.
Cool, thank you. From you, the question I'm very interested in is how do you find your your people? You got 22 people working with you in 3 years. How did you find them?
Yeah, 29.
Or 29, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, everything's fine. Yeah, it depends. So in the past, we worked very often with trainees, and we trained them. But in the development role, that's a very long journey. And but the most employees are coming from other the most employees or people come from existing employees. So this rate
Referrals.
referrals are very often in our case, because we try to be one of the best agency worldwide, and my strategy is we have to be the best agency also for our employee as a Arbeitgeber, and that's the reason why we are test very nice methods, and but every agency did some kind of this, and but yeah, it refers. The quick question is refers, but we also struggling to getting people with the right experience, and yeah, it's always a thing. Yeah.
Cool, thank you very much. Martin, you raised your
I had a
hand.
question, if I may. Yeah, please. What would you say is the key to have successful and satisfied employees? What do you do for them? What is the right environment? Is it the money? Is it table tennis table, or I don't know, the PS5, or what is it?
For employees or for any role? No, for
No, for
employees
your employees,
generally.
for your team members.
Yeah, it's very funny. It's a very small
What
thing.
attracts them?
Yeah, we did a survey. What is the most attractive thing? And in general, I think the long answer in 2 sentences is that our people are very free to work. So when they work, where they work, there's no control. We only measure the value they bring or the hours for the customers, but in everything others, they are very self-organized. So they can choose any PC or notebook they want. They can have 4 screens or 7, or I don't know, whatever. It doesn't it doesn't matter. But in the survey was the small and funny thing is every employee gets a birthday cake in our company. 50 euros. I don't know how much our cakes costs, but round about 50 euros. And that's the best invest ever. So we all, this guy and some of our guys and girls gets the cake the 4th time. But every time it's a special event. They get this cake, he gets the attraction and all of this. And that's a very, it's for the people, it's important. I never thought it, but it's important. Yeah.
Cool, very interesting. We get 2 more questions here. One from Matthias. What do you think is your most important aspect when onboarding new employees?
The most important aspect, I think what we are doing very well, that's the feedback, it's that we are all the time like a family and everybody is to help, he's here to help. Every employee gets a mentor and has his supervisor or his manager. And and we have some process for onboarding. So which content they have to read or they have to look on, and we try to improve this process with videos we produce internal and all of this. And but it's like this feeling like a family, and and we have three. Also, there doesn't say something wrong. 2 freelancer and 1 whole agency with 5 people. They came to us. They stopped his entrepreneurship or his entrepreneur life, and they came to us. And this is also a growth. It's not a strategy because it's not. It's hard to. How can I say it? It's as to. Wie soll ich sagen, es ist meist Zufall. So it's sometimes there are good connections, it's a chance and something like this. And we cannot produce this result. We tried it, but it's not possible. And these 2 people and the agency, the agency is now 2.5 years by ITAPS, and they are so happy that they are here. And it's this family feeling. It's also the vision. So sometimes it's the vision. We want to reach a big goal, and they want to be part of it. And yeah, and this is, I think this vision is very important, because I lost people because the vision are not for them.
Cool. And one more question here. For smaller projects, how do you calculate project costs? Is it 5,000 euro all inclusive, or do you specify everything in advance?
We have an Excel calculator. We adapt it, I think, every 3 or 6 months. And we started, our main setup started around about 4,000 euros. There's a 5-page setup. And we are doing also some SEO things, because we cannot produce a WordPress website as a SEO agency, and there are not some basics in it and some, yeah. So, and we calculate the main things are what function do they need, normal project stuff, and how many sites they want that we implement, and how many sites we have to mock up. And every site costs around about 240, so around about 2 hours, because we do for every site we are creating for the customer, we do a wireframe and do also some research and give our experience. And if he says this wireframe for this site is great, the front-end developer implement it. And the second way is that how many mockups the customer wants. Normally, we do the homepage is always a mockup, because we do also some research for SEO, for the SEO sites. What are the Google Analytics data, and also what are the competitors doing, and all of this. So the development of the 6 or 7 weeks are 2 or 3 weeks. The first thing is this, to build a structure, to think about it, and to work with the customer to collect the data they have,
Thank you for answering. Very interesting. And as I got another question, how do you automate processes in the creation of WordPress sites so you can deliver the websites in such a small amount of time?
Yeah, also with one of our freelancer, we got this small process, and the small process there's a WordPress and a Joomla installation. They are already ready, and we also have to talk with the customer. It's only befüllen eines Templates, so there is the fixed structure, and we can only talk who is when is and on which position you want what information. And there's a need, a lot of trust. So we show him the first homepage, so there's no mock-up phase. We show him the first, we show him the main structure. We show him our homepage with his data in it, or we create the data for him. And if he says that goes in the right direction, we're creating the other sites in one wave. So a front-end developer who has the right feeling for the customer are able to build some 5 or 7, 6 pages. It's not so complicated for a small doctor or something like this. Yeah, normally our process. So currently we have around about 10% this small process and 90% the bigger process. And some projects are also in the web shop are over months, many months.
Cool. Yeah.
In
Thanks
Shopify,
again.
we can also we created a shop in 3 days. Because this technology and all of them and the customers, it depends on the team, on the customer, on everything. Then sometimes it works good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Martin wanted to ask a question, I think. Yeah.
Yes, please. You told us that you have an automated acquisition process somehow. How does it work? How do you automate your getting the client process?
So my brother and Max are here for our new customers, and they talk with them what they need. But what I need with Automatic, we have so many partners and also our website. I can calculate how many new customers are coming to us roundabout. And Automatic is we have I think 35 leads per month over these 3 parts: network, website, and partners. And they're all the time the same. We measure it and we document it, how many people, which thing. And Max is not the sales guy, it's partner manager. And we think we are some key accounter. We try to find the right customers for us. Not every customer is for us, and not in every topic we can help. So for example, the marketing, sometimes there are some topics Google is not the best way, and I will tell them, or my team tell them, please go to this agency or this social media or this agency for whatever. And this also there's a good experience between these people. We are consultant, very, very fair. And also if I bring you as an agency or as a freelancer customers, our relationship is good. So in the next time, maybe someone is thinking about a SEO project or a SEO project or whatever. And yeah, and in this case, we have some recurring or some automatic leads.
And what kind of partners are those? Are those agencies, or who are they?
So IT consultants, every kind of web development agency, because we are doing only these things in our portfolio. They are not our partners doing. So for example, if you are a WordPress agency and you have a SEO contract for me, we are not doing any development task. We have many of these combinations, and we are very good for this WordPress agency, because when I come with my team for search engine optimization, the first thing we do is let's do a lot of work on the website. There are hours for you. You can sell, and the customer says no problem. The SEO says we need, and please do it. So there's no discussion about budgets. So me as a SEO, and this is the reason why web development agency, other digital agency, when they are not so good at SEO or not so deep, or some parts, or also we have 3 other SEO agency in Austria, in Vienna, they give us projects because we have a rule for customers. There's a gentleman agreement. In the Google world, we only consult the same area, also same topic of a customer. So in every, what's the name, in jeder Branche nehmen wir nur 2 Kunden auf. Because
So like in every business area, you just take two clients.
Yeah.
Like you have just two, let's say, car dealers.
Yeah.
Or just two.
In the same area. So in Vienna, for example, we are only dealing with 2, and all of the others we have to send away. And then we send them to the next SEO partner. And yeah, so some SEO and SEA agency also have a kind of network where we work together and said, okay, I can do it, but I like you and I know you are good. Here is my potential customer for you. And yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cool. Simon had a last question. Is copywriting included, or do you leave it to the client?
He can buy it. So we have an offering for 5 sites, our 1,000 euro. There's a normal content, a normal copywriting, and or he can decide to have some SEO copywriting. But SEO copywriting is more expensive, so one site is around about 800 euros. So it depends, but I have in my team 1.5 content writer or copywriter, and 1 internal copywriter in for our own website only. So we can offer it, and it depends what the customer wants and what's budget and all of them, and if we should do SEO after the project or not. However, also if the customer has a copyright, it's also for SEO projects for us okay. Then we have some web development here, and this is the content writer, and this is the social media agency. By some customers, we have 8 agency in one project. It's very interesting to work with. But yeah, it depends, but we are offering it. And cool. It's all, they are not freelancing, because our main topics I only do with internal workers, but everything else we are very, very open for cooperation. So if it's a value for our customers, let's talk. So we are very open for cooperations. Yeah.